It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go!
Good. Blue 18.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Under 10. Kill.
3.
Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Deshaun Hall in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Switch it. When the ref wins, go right here.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Jackson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
One.
He's checking. Crash.
One.
Charlie.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
First and 10, 50-yard line.
Delta.
Mariota now from the 50. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles knock it
now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 44 yards away. And the 12. They will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 13. Check 43. Topper. Motion.
3.
Mariota to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Breida.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Where are they, team?
At the 44-yard line.
Max 22, Max 22.
Mariota on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, it's Freeman looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on fourth down.
Alert, 3 down, 3 down.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Quan Alexander. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
64, weak. Check 31, check 31.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, man.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go!
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Where are they, team?
I'm trying to collect. Check 3. Check. Kill. 66. Throw it high.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Mariota. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Once
again, they run with Breida on first down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Nickel. Shift. 61. Matchbox, right. Mike to 59. Yeah. You don't want none. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
One.
Throwing is Mariota. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sheldon Day, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the screen.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it's Breida. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Go, go, go. Max 22, Max 22.
Mariota. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this